Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and teleporters of all ages. Welcome back to Terraria. So, let's just first start off by showing you where all of these go to. I did a little bit of teleporter stuff. Thank you? Just in a couple places that we need to go to. Or that we frequent. And if we come up to spawn here, in this, I'm not sure if I showed this before, but this is for pirate invasions. But if we come over here, this takes us to the arena. And then more teleporter shenanigans. We have one that takes us from bottom left to top, or bottom right to top left to bottom right. And then one that takes us from middle left to middle right. And it's the same teleporter. I just put a pressure plate on it as well as the thing, as well as the lever. So, what is the plan for today? So, we are going to try to get the blade staff in order for us to beat the twins more effectively, because I've tried them a couple of times and it's insane. Like, I basically just have to get good. There's not really much else that we can do. Other than that, having the blade staff, though, would give us way more DPS, as the pirates here are not very good against aerial enemies, and the blade staff is much better. So if you don't know, the blade staff is new in 1.4, I believe, and it is dropped from the Queen Slime. So we're going to have to beat her, and then we're going to try and beat the twins. Yeah, that's the plan, essentially. And why is it so good? Well, I should have explained this first. What it does is it summons blades, like magic knives that float above your head in a circle here, instead of just running around behind you. So they stick really close to you, and when you get close to an enemy, they fly out and zoom back and forth across its body. So it is much more effective against flying enemies because they're way faster. Now the downside is they only do, I believe, like 8 base damage, which is way less than our 67 summon damage here. But we can increase that damage by hitting bosses or whatever with Durandal here. So 9 summon tag damage, which would basically double it. And as well as Durandal, I also managed to get the full hollowed armor off camera here. And so, yeah, we still have 5 minions, but a bit more defense. We are up to 49 now. And this, just as a quick gear update, we have the Charm of Myths, provides life regen and reduces cooldown of healing potions. Pygmy Necklace, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but we got the Ankh Shield. We also have the Shield of Cthulhu still, Summoner Emblem, Frozen Wings, and the Terra Spark Boots. So, I think the only thing new there is the Ankh Shield. And what this does is it basically gives us immunity to like 90-something% of the debuffs. And it's extremely difficult to get. You have to gather up a bunch of rare drops from enemies and then slap them all together to make that bad boy. Yeah. So, one last thing here. The world deaths are up to 351 in that chest. I just wanted to do a count first so that we can update the count after to see how many times we died to the bosses today. So, first up, really quick, I'm going to show you a destroyer kill because I actually recorded it this time, and you notice we have the destroyer pet, which we did not have last time. I don't think, anyways. Yeah. Basically, I think I explained it in the editing. What I did was I placed the Clinger Staff directly on where it spawned, and it basically just ripped it to shreds. So, I'm not going to do a voiceover or anything for it, because it's a pretty quick fight. It basically melts him, and then we will head over to the arena and try some Queen Slimes. Okay, so yeah, it was pretty easy to kill him by doing that. Like, I did that for the other 2 kills that I got. I can't believe I forgot this. I gathered up 20 life fruits off camera here, and if you see on the top right, our hearts are turning gold when we eat these. And we are getting 5 extra max life per one we eat. So when we finish here, there you go, we got 2 achievements, topped off and get a life for eating those. We now have 500 health, which is the max amount of life you can have in Terraria. So one final thing I forgot to mention about the Blade Staff is that it ignores defense, and I believe it ignores 10 defense. So that is also good. So how defense works in Terraria is, for enemies anyways, they reduce damage equal to half their defense. So if an enemy has 100 defense, they reduce damage to them by 50. So the twins have 10 defense, so they would take 5 less damage, and the Queen Slime has 26 defense, so she would take 13 less defense. So just a couple examples there. Now there is one issue with that number, or with those numbers. For the Worthy increases defense. Now I looked, and it doesn't say anywhere on the wiki by how much, and I tried to find it somewhere, and I couldn't find it. So if you know, let me know, because that would be nice information to have. But enough jabbering. Okay, one final thing. You probably saw the Mega Shark in my hotbar, the last clip, but now it has Unreal on it, which is the best for it, and we are using Ichor bullets so that we can... Oh, come on. I meant to just put the money away. Okay, so... yeah, I had all the buffs on me, and they went straight back into the safe. Nicely done. I think that's all of them we got. No, we're missing something. We have Wrath. We have not regen, because there's not very many of those. Calming, maybe? We should use one of those anyways. Swiftness, no. Oh, endurance. That would be really nice to have. Okay, so let's buff here. And we're not using the crystal ball, just because we don't need to. So we're going to do a couple of these together, and then if it takes too long, then we can... Then I'll move to, like, off-camera without audio. So Queen Slime is a new boss in 1.4, and she is like the hard mode version of the King Slime. And you might think, this doesn't look so hard. Well, just give it a minute. Once we get her to half health, she enters the second phase. And as you can see, she's not getting smaller like the King Slime would. She is releasing 3 different types of slimes. As you can see, these heavenly ones here have wings. There are crystal slimes that shoot crystals out. And I don't remember... Are you kidding me? I don't remember what the other ones are called, but they shoot bouncing blobs at us. So it is quite unlikely that we will finish this fight because of the Blood Moon now. The Blood Moon, I swear, I get a Blood Moon every time I try to do, like, anything in this world. I'm like, hey, I want to go fishing? Blood Moon. I want to fight a boss? Blood Moon. I want to do whatever? There's always a Blood Moon. So she's at half health now, and as you can see, she has wings, and she shoots these bouncing projectiles a lot more often now. And yeah, we got destroyed. It's probably because I'm trying to, like, talk and fight at the same time. But yeah, it makes me less focused. But anyways, I'm going to go take care of this Blood Moon, and we will do another one of those. Alright, so that was fun. I killed 2 hemoglobin sharks and died to a blood eel. So yeah, that went horrible. It's horrible. But let's do this again. Actually, I should wait for my health to go up from the life force. We get an extra 100 health from drinking a life force potion. because it increases our life by 20%. So let's just get this going here. Where'd she spawn? Right there. If you're wondering how to get the summon item for her, they spawn, these crystals here spawn in the underground hollow, just anywhere, and they look very similar to the crystal material. Except they change colors and are that shape, essentially. I don't really have a better way to explain what they look like, other than the fact that they change colors. So you'll be able to tell them apart from normal crystals. Now I'm just trying to hit her with the thing there, just so our pirates will focus on her, because they've been running around and killing the slimes. Now that is helpful, don't get me wrong, but I would rather them focus their DPS on the queen here. So these winged slimes are the least threatening out of all of them. The most dangerous, I would probably say, are the ones that shoot the circular bouncing projectiles like she does. Either that or the crystal ones. Because if you stand above a crystal slime, you're basically doomed. As you saw, I did it earlier, and I survived because of the hollowed armor buff. So when you deal damage with the hollowed armor, you get a holy protection buff for 30 seconds, and it negates the next attack you take. But then you can't get the buff for quite a while after that. I don't know the exact time, I just know that it is a long time. And now I'm going to try and come down to the nurse here. She was probably going to get killed, along with me. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. For this, we'll do one more together, and if we don't beat it, then I will go and do a whole bunch without a voice, so that I will actually be able to focus and beat it. I should probably wait for a new nurse to move in as well. I'm going to set my spawn over here so that I don't have to come all the way down here, and I can just use the cell phone to teleport. So let's just set spawn, wait for another nurse, and probably go and clean up all these gravestones around the place so we don't get any ghosts. Not that they do a lot of damage anymore, they're just annoying, essentially. I should probably resummon my minions. Go forth. Oh, Amarok. That's a half-decent yo-yo if you are melee. We could try it without the nurse. There we go. Emma the nurse has arrived. So now if we teleport, it'll teleport us to the nurse, essentially. So, very helpful. My guys are stuck inside here. Okay, so we're going to buff and then heal so that we get that full health there, and then we're going to come up here. We're going to actually summon our extra minions this time, because I realized that we've been 2 minions short this entire time, and we're going to go again. Oh, and she's right there. And I actually forgot the strategy I was using before. I almost killed her a couple times off camera, but the strategy I was using before was fighting her on this bottom layer first, so that she spawns all the slimes down here, and then you don't have to deal with them later in the fight, because they're all stuck down here. And we're taking a lot of damage, actually. It's really dangerous to have them all down here, but it is worth it in the long run if you can survive. Because then all the slime she spawns in her first stage won't be a problem in the second. So we're just doing a whole bunch of avoiding with the Mega Shark here. And those are extremely painful, and they bounce, so we're trying really hard to avoid them. And she's about to get her wings here. We're going to teleport up to the top. She's going to come from the bottom right, where we were. And now let's get on with it. As you can see, I dodged that orb there. Because of the hallowed armor buff. So this stage is very difficult, and this boss fight, just in general, is difficult. I wouldn't say it's harder than any of the mechanical bosses, there's just a lot going on with all the slimes and everything. And it makes it really difficult if you're not good at bullet hell. This is essentially a bullet hell is what this is there's so many things on screen at once with all these... Oh, they're bouncy slimes. All bouncy slimes, the crystal slimes, both shoot at you. She shoots at you. And it is just all around a bad time. So, we're going to skip ahead. I'll probably speed up a whole bunch of boss fights or just speed up the win one. And yeah, I might even cut those last couple out if they weren't, if the video's taking too long. Holy, I think that was... No, that wasn't the first one. That was the second one after I cut there. And I'm just going to talk after this one. We'll probably have to kill her once or twice more, just so that we can get the blade staff we are looking for. The relic looks awesome, as always. I try not to look at the relics before. I do watch other people play Terraria, but like I try not to look at them. Yeah, that looks amazing. And we got an achievement there called Just Desserts. And Blade Staff? Huh? No, we didn't get it. Sparkle Slime Balloon filled with Party Girl bathwater. I think this is just a meme. Yeah, I don't think it does anything. Volatile Gelatin. I believe that is the thing that she does. But we're not going to be using it because I need all the things I have on. She drops a piece or two of Crystal Assassin armor, which is just like the ninja armor from the King Slime, sort of. Yep. Critical strike and mana use. Like it's an all-around armor basically. And then the gelatinous Pilon, and yeah, it summons the Princess Slime. Winged Slime now. The Princess Slime is the, oh, geez, what's it called? The pet. So, we didn't get it this time. I have 3 more gelatin crystals. I will probably just do these off camera, and then bring you back once we have the blade staff. As you can see above my head here, we have acquired the blade staff. And I was incorrect on the damage. It does 8. No, I was correct. Why was it doing 10 before? Oh, because of the rage potion. That would be why. And yeah, this is what it does. And that's a lot of small damage numbers. But if we come... Oh, I missed a drop. Oopsies. If we come and let's find something that can survive a Durandal slap. There's always things spawning here when I'm trying to do stuff. And now that I want to show off the increased damage we get from the tag bonus, nothing is spawning. Like at all. There's no rare creatures, no enemies. There's nothing. And they're just gonna kill it. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, you see what they do, and it will basically double their damage, because Durandal does 9 summon tag damage. I'm gonna have to give this Ruthless or whatever it needs. So you see, after we hit him there, it went from 9 up to 19s and 20s. So we're gonna be using the whip a lot more now. I just like using the Mega Shark because it has a lot more range. Now, it's going to be night here right away, and we're not going to have enough time this video to do the full twins kill, because we're going to have to fight them a lot. I'm going to show you just how difficult it is to fight the twins. I'm not going to waste potions on this, because I know that I'm going to die. Yeah, I know I'm going to die, because it's an extremely hard fight. But the hardest, I would... Actually, you know what? I'd say that it's harder than Skeletron Prime. I would say that it's harder than Skeletron Prime. You might disagree with me, but we are going to do Skeletron Prime last, just because I have no idea how we're going to do that fight. Because the only thing... I think I've mentioned this multiple times before, because it just blows my mind. Like, it just boggles my bean. Like, how are we going to beat it? Because for the worthy thing, the only thing it does, like I said, I mentioned it before, it makes his grenade launcher blow up blocks. And yeah, that is absolutely horrible. I don't know why they made it do that. And yeah, it's the worst. Like, it's just awful. Yeah, I believe I showed off the fight a while ago. But it absolutely obliterated this arena. It destroyed the landscape, but it's all, like, grown over now. And, yeah, it went really poorly. But we have the winged slime mount now, and it has really good vertical, horizontal... Well, it has really good vertical movement, basically. And you can see we drop basically as fast as the regular slime mount. Like the slimy saddle, but yeah, it's a different mount and it has wings, so it has really poor horizontal movement, so that's why we have this. That's why we won't be using it for that, but if we want to descend or ascend quickly, it is very good for that. Now, the reason I wanted these guys so bad is because they hover around us, and they have a smaller range, like a smaller aggro range. Like, they won't go and chase them off. Like, if I move too far away from them, they'll come back, which is nice because it allows them to do more damage, focusing on what's near us and protecting us better. So, another thing I forgot to mention is that this grind wheel here actually buffs them. It says melee weapons, but as you can see, they're doing a little bit more damage now. I believe the eyes have defense or something. So now they're going up to 40s. You saw when I hit them, 37. So that also increases their penetration, which increases their damage by a lot. But enough jibber jabber. Let me get over here and summon the twins, just so we can see what kind of nightmare this fight is going to be. Oh boy. Like, I can't, it's not long enough, I can't hit him. Yeah, like, I have no idea how I'm gonna beat this, because one hovers on the left side. I'm using my hands, like, you can see them, but you can't, obviously. One hovers on the left side, one hovers on the right side, and they both shoot at you. Spasmatism, the one that hovers on the right there, will shoot green fire, or Hellflame. Not Hellflame. What's the green fire called? Cursed fire. It'll shoot cursed fire. And there goes the nurse again. It'll shoot cursed fire at you, which lights you on fire with cursed fire, which does more damage than regular fire. And then Spasmatism, the one that was hovering on the left there, will shoot lasers, which have a higher velocity and will do more damage, but they don't set you on fire. So basically, it's going to be very difficult. It is, I believe it's like 2 a.m. or something. It is 2 a.m. and I do not have the patience after killing all those queen slimes to do that right now. And, you know, one last thing here. I forgot to mention how many queen slimes we killed, but you probably saw it when I looked in the void bag there earlier. 8. We had to kill 7 more. 7 more until we got the blade staff. It's a 25% chance. I had to use a luck potion to get it. And a luck potion, I don't think I've showed these off before. I have a whole bunch of them. Lesser luck, luck potions. So, I said one last thing and then I'm going to keep talking. I have a tendency to do that. This is the last thing, unless I remember anything else. This is the last thing. Okay, so luck potions, you get them by fishing in an oasis. Well, you don't get them by fishing in an oasis. If you fish in an oasis, you can fish up clams, and then you can right-click on them, and it's like a grab bag item, which is what they call, just items that you right-click to get stuff. That's what they call them. It's a grab bag item. So you right-click it, and you can have a very small chance of getting pearls. And you can craft those pearls with ladybugs and something else, I believe, to get luck potions. Now, there's white pearls, which are the most common. Then there's also black pearls, which are much rarer. And then there's pink pearls, which are insanely rare. And I've opened probably a couple hundred clams on this world, and I've never gotten a pink pearl. So the way luck works is it will increase the chance for rare drops. It'll increase fishing, like the better chance for fishing up crates and stuff, and better boss drops, and yeah. So I had to use a luck potion because I wasn't getting the blade staff, and when I used the luck potion, I got the blade staff. So it increased it from 25% chance up to something else. The way luck works, the way the luck potions work, is the longer the duration, the more luck you have. So with 3 minutes, I believe it's like +1 luck. With 3 to 5 minutes, or 3 to 3 to 5 minutes is +2, and then the greater luck potion is 7 minutes, and from 5 to 7 minutes is like +4 or 5 or something. I don't know the exact numbers because I wasn't planning on talking about luck. But yeah. Now, I like how these guys will kind of go through walls a little bit if they hover outside there. Super nice. I like these guys so much better than the pirates. They do a lot less damage, but it feels like they're doing a lot more. I'm trying to gather thoughts and just trying to end the video off here. So in between episodes, there's something I've been meaning to do for a while, and that is to build an all biome fishing area. And I was thinking about doing it over here probably. So there's a good video on how to do that. If you just look it up on YouTube, you'll be able to find it. I'll show it off next time in case you don't though. But essentially what it is it gives you all the biomes for fishing in one specific area with a big pond, and it also gives you the underground version. So I'll be building that, and then next episode we will take on the twins. So yeah, I probably lengthened the video by 4 minutes here just by flabbing my I was trying to think of something funny, but it didn't come. Flabbing my mouth. Sounds so dumb. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like. If you didn't though, that's fine. Maybe I'm just not your cup of tea. But anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.